Another unboxing, another, video where we're hanging out, messing around with figures early again. Another 6:30, kind of early-ish, kind of a Wednesday live stream. I know it's probably about dinner time for most of the people. I don't know if on the West Coast, I think you guys are actually technically earlier, maybe even later. I can't remember, but but we're here. We're doing our thing. We're messing around with toys and figures and doing our, just doing our stuff. So, yeah. Of course, per usual for every for every live stream unboxing, we got our weekly pickups, which I do actually have this week. It's been a few weeks since I've actually gotten figures, either purchasing or getting them in, or if I do purchase them, like I've been doing just streams of stuff I've already gotten, and I was gonna do that, but it was interesting and kind of finally getting is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Eastman and Laird's the first Turtles box set. So first I'll show you. Nice little packaging there. It's kind of like a kind of sketch, but these are like the modern compared to the back where you have the nice little images going on there. I know it's like you probably can't see everything on there, but just to show like there are different sketches and looks and different iterations, especially like the ones that are based off like the actual like original. I know it's kind of hard to tell on there, but in person it's great. So those, because I was originally going to be doing these guys today, but I decided, what, because of Mezco, because of their Doc Nocturnal stuff, I was like, what, we can probably push this back to next week. So expect this next week to be our monthly turtle thing to look at. But this is a nice set. It's so good. It's so cool. I mean, I'm going to keep everything. I'm going to keep the box and everything, but just to get these figures in hand and, just to look at stuff will be nice. So this will be next week's stream. So it'll be really cool to finally, get this. Because, for the actual people who actually went to Comic-Con, who actually but already got this, or some of the actual like the content, the bigger content creators who actually got sent this or actually bought it from NECA as well, is really cool. So I've been dying to get it. So, really cool. So we'll look at that hopefully next week. And next week will be a Friday, like a Friday live stream too, just because of work, just because of scheduling. But we're here, and welcome everyone who is tuning in now. So I think we're just gonna go ahead, get started. I should probably grab my watch. Do I want to grab my watch for time? We'll call it. We'll do it. It's 2 hours at the most. So yeah, we're going to switch over to my camera and we'll be looking at what we're going to be looking at today. Unless my camera does that, which kind of sucks that it does that. But here's what we're looking at today. We're going to be looking at, move that real quick, the Mezco Toyz, the Rumble Society Doc Nocturnal. Now, this isn't the new one that they just released literally today that you can just buy on the Mezco site. I don't know if it's still on there, but this is their original version, and my front doesn't want to stay on there, which kind of sucks, but it's like that magnet kind of wants to go. But spoilers, but it's a nice little box with your gold, like your Rumble Society kind of emblem there with the skull, and having that same kind of design on the back there, and then with the Doc Nocturnal kind of nameplate, and then the Rumble Society on there, same thing on that side. Then you have some nice gold kind of thing. You can see me there. Hello. And then on the bottom, that same gold kind of thing. What is this? We will see in a minute. This is the Mezco Toyz Rumble Society Doc Nocturnal figure from Jorgany Rogany. That is a name. And then on the back, just kind of blank space. You get your barcode, all your Mezco stuff. Check them out. Ages 18 and up. Yeah, but we'll just go ahead. I think just get this box open because I've been waiting to get this figure. When it first released, I didn't have the really budget or really chance to get it. But then last year, one of my buddies on Instagram, who I have linked in the description, shout out to Doug, and he sold me this figure, and it is just missing one part, which kind of sucks. But he let me know ahead of time, and I was like, that's fine, it's okay. I'm not that picky. It's the fact that I have this figure I'm happy with, but we're gonna go ahead, and then also we will be looking at this little extension pack. What's inside? We're gonna be looking at that, Leo. Here we go. Here's our little plate there. I kind of wish that this whole thing would come off, but that's glued on the back. But inside, it's a nice little packaging art of Doc Noc. In there, get his little insert. So that's pretty cool. Nice little art kind of detailing there with him shooting his Gatling gun with a little brick design and looking really cool. Looking awesome. Move that to the side for now. And then here's the figure. We'll just pull him out entirely, get his other little piece here. Oh, unless I'm opening it. Excuse me. Let me get all. Hopefully not everything fall out. If you'll excuse me. Switch back my camera to me. Hello. I'm just gonna get everything out. Just out of the box here. Hopefully not lose all my pieces. Well, probably about to anyways. Man, this sucks. Okay, hold up. We're gonna rearrange all my pieces here. So everything's all loose. Everything wants to be gone and not really show up. We're gonna get it working, if you'll excuse me. Am I missing one more? I am. There we go. Okay. Now we get the cover for that back on. Because we want to do this the right way. We want to open it the way it needs to be opened. And then we have one more tray in here with the actual stand. Then, of course, got our trusty Mezco paper. And so we'll set the box to the side. We will bring back the camera the right way. So we get two little paper sheets here. Of course, you just have just the basic, the 112 collective, kind of being like, hey, these aren't, like just toys to just like mess around with. You got to take care of them. It's like they they can break, so be careful. But then also with this, we get some instructions for Doc Noc. That seam there, so that's the Phantom Knight, I guess they call this one. But you get your little, but all your instructions for everything that needs to, come ahead. We're gonna actually get that in the background just for a little teaser for what's next. But all your accessories, removable stuff. So we'll put that in the back, at least for reference. We're gonna get this little thing over here. We're gonna fill our frame, at least for now. Move our camera slightly down just to get our framing. But first, I'll show off And I guess we'll just go down each kind of tray here. So here's our bottom tray with the actual stand and the bag. And Doug actually already wrote Doc Knock there, so that's nice. So we'll get this stuff out first. Here we go. What was that? Oh, that was the plastic covering for the stand that came off there. Here's your regular, like your flight stand. Of course, this is a used figure because I got this from my buddy Doug on Instagram. There's Doc's nice little base there. It's actually really nicely done. It's like, of course, it's the same design on the package, but he has the Rumble Society of the Doc Nocturnal, and then it's just black back there. And of course, you have the foot peg right there, in which you can switch out with the stand. But we're not gonna probably do that right now. We might do that later, but just not for now. And then, of course, like I said, we get the Doc Knock bag. He doesn't have the cover for it, but that's fine. But just your nice little goodie bag. And it's nice that he already put Doc Knock. I mean, yeah, that's what I call him too. I just call him, but just Doc Knock. I don't say Doc Nocturnal that much, unless I want to be like more specifically accurate or whatever. But, you know, pretty good. First tray is done. We'll get our stand here. We'll get that here. Get our little bag for that. The next, we'll get out Doc's second tray. Accessories here. So just for reference, this is what it looks like. Packaging. If you ever get it, just a simple, easy opening, smoother than how it was when I actually opened it, because, you know, I'm doing this correctly. So we'll just go through each accessory. So, of course, comes with a nice triple, like a bullet, kind of muzzle effect. That's cool. Where you have each individual bullet, and then they all have their own different, like their blasts and as they go. So that's cool. Put that right there. And then you get a single bullet, kind of muzzle flash kind of look there. And it's actually done very well. It's the same as like Mezco has been using for years. But, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then getting on to more unique items, Doc Knock does come with, I'm going to grab all of them, as well. It does come with 4 little skull grenades, where they have this little Doc Knock white skeleton grenade, and then there's silver for the rest of the body. There's silver there at the bottom, and then for the pin, the actual kind of flip part there. So that's nice that that you get 4 of them, and I think they're just all exactly the same, you know, but they look good. And they're painted actually pretty cleanly, if I do say so myself. Yeah, well, that one's a little iffy, but not bad. A nice little design to have there. Yeah, they have that whole skull, like skull aesthetic kind of continue there. And then does have, oh, hit my camera, excuse me. And he does have 2 grapple hook accessories. Of course, the first one here is just the regular stick and can, I think, open the claw. Might be a little stiff in the plastic, so it is a little scary, but I won't push it too much, but there it is. This has some nice kind of like teeth going on there in the middle. That's cool. And then you have kind of like this copper kind of bronze-ish kind of color going on there with your, if your grays and your kind of like your gunmetal black or something, I would call it, but then some more grays and silverish, so pretty nice. And then of course the variant one, where it's the whole grapple actually going out and you have a full bendy wire there, so that's really nice. I think this one can also, and that one can also open. Not too much, but, you know, I think enough to where it works, so really cool. So we'll get at that more, and that's just your same details. It's just separated there at that end. So if you want them to hold it or to use it, you can kind of see how it kind of breaks up there at the top. So that's cool. I don't even know if this technically comes out. No, that's a full solid piece, so we won't break that. But then probably one of the cooler accessories, and one of the ones I kind of forgot about until I got this figure. Am I missing anything else? There is this. What the heck? Oh, yeah, and also that. Okay. Yeah. Let me get this packaging out of here. But the most, probably but one of my favorite is his little, like his plasma kind of blaster here, where you have the full, the canisters where it's, but where you have a sticker here with the skull and X13, and it's all like these canisters, and then with a tube with a soft plastic, so hopefully that won't break at some point, but you get the tube and that goes to your actual, kind of like your actual gun piece there, and it just looks, just basically it just looks like a flamethrower, but it's not. And then on the back, you actually get some Doc Nocturnal with a little skull symbol, and then with the red and with like the little rivets there, so you know it's his style. But then you have some nice straps and stuff, so that's really cool. And you even got a little buckle there, so can't beat that. And then just nice detailing like all along, like it actually looks like real kind of piping there, just all kind of flexible, and it works. It looks great. And then of course with that, you do get a little kind of like a green kind of plasma blast shooting effect, which does just attach to the end there, and that's like perfect. So that looks really cool. That you can't really rotate when it's on there, so break it, but you can just put it any way you really want it to, if you want a specific kind of a way to have it. But looks really cool. But we'll get them on, but we'll get the pieces on him in a second. But once we actually get to him. But there is also loosely a little extra, his little watch piece there, and that's just a little peg part. So I don't know if that just fell back there, or if that's how it comes back. I don't think it does, but there it is, his little watch thing. I don't know if that's like an actual, like a time distortion thing, or I don't know. Or if it's like a little, like a communicator of some kind. So, but it's really cool. It's very, it's very really nicely done. So, we're gonna get you back in frame. But that's our second accessory. So that's all of our extras essentially there. And then with the actual figure that you see, here is him there in all of his plastic glory, looking really cool. We're gonna get him open gingerly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. I gotta have that. Y'all will give me a minute. I am going to grab one quick accessory, but I'm going to keep my mic on and keep walking around. So I always keep forgetting about pieces that I need. Where the heck is it in there? Got my whole Rumble Society thing going on here. Do I got one of those? I don't even know, but we can see. Oh, I do got one of those. Okay. Excuse the mic if it's weird. Yo, what's up, Lumex? Mezco figure. I would love to own a figure of from that brand one day. Mezco figures are honestly a very expensive but a very cool looking thing going on here. But we're gonna get all of our stuff out there because there's Doc all freed up. We'll go through his initial accessories that we do have. So first, like the one that kind of like sticks out a little bit to me is first, like his Tommy gun. Here, that he just has like a basic, like a Tommy gun type. I mean, like it's done very well, and it looks cool. And I like that you have like these black kind of parts right here. Your rivets on there, and then like your stock, and then all your grip parts are all brown, and then with that silver, and then with that black, then for there at the tip of the gun too, and then with those, of course, you can put in the single bullet back just right there in the hole. But of course, you can't really shoot a bullet without any ammo. So he comes. Get these out with two. The effects piece looks nice. It is very nice, but he does come with two little disc pieces that are for the Tommy gun. I don't know exactly how they're supposed to go. I'm not gonna really assume too much. I don't really. Maybe that or that. I guess it's really mainly like that. But I think they just go on like that with the thicker end on that, and then it kind of locks on that little edge right there. But it looks really good. And then since it also is a multiple shooter, get the triple effect as well. The triple bullet, so where it's at. Yeah, which is actually really well done. Actually really cool. It makes me kind of think it's like I should be getting their Baker's Dozen, I think it's called, kind of accessory set, which does have more of these and also more of like regular guns. So I might be getting more just more of these, because I don't know if I want Doc with this or if I want him with his with his plasma kind of, what are they called? The Death Ray. With his Death Ray kind of shooter there. So we're really nice. And it is kind of cool to have, guy. Just got my Juggernaut, Subi, from Mondo, and it's a friggin' beast. Ooh. I assume that's just Juggernaut, from X-Men. That Mighty D18 is talking about. I don't have any Mondo myself, but they always looked really cool. And they always have like great design and great detailing. It's just that it's just that I think majority of their stuff is like 12-inch or like statues, so I don't really deal with them that much. But they always seem cool. But then getting on with Doc, we have his little his laser blaster here. So very much of like a retro kind of look here, but I like that we have that whole that black and red, yeah, with the web kind of detail on the grip there, and then you have the Doc Nocturnal kind of a logo there with the exaggerated skull, and then you have like your silver pieces here on the trigger guard, and then on the back little spike kind of detail, and then on the front the smaller one, and I think there is an actual hole there. So I think if you want, you can also use your bullet effect. You can. So yeah, you can just use that, but I might prefer him if it's like an actual like a ray gun compared to this. So maybe it would have been nice to get something like that. And of course, with the actual plasma piece, that won't work for it. So sadly, we don't get any other effects for that, but this looks great. Honestly, it looks so cool. It's such a little like a retro kind of style. And it does have a little like a groove on top. I don't know if that's something, if you can put like the extra like the thing in there. I don't think it can. It's too, yeah, it gets way too thick for it. But you know, it's a retro kind of style, like like a ray gun, and it's done like perfectly. It looks so cool. It looks awesome. And then going, before we get to the actual figure, we will do his alternate kind of pieces going on here. Did that just break on me? Or is that already broken? I gotta see, I guess. It does. Let me get this real quick to see if it'll work for me. Oh, come on. Here, I'll just leave the camera there for now, just so that y'all can look at something and peruse the shelf, or if y'all have any questions about anything, or even about, but this new, but about, about the Doc, about the Doc Nocturnal figure that we are looking at. Why is that not? Is that, man? Might have to. Well, that does suck. I don't know if it just broke on me just now or if it already was like that, but mine, the extra tube on his little gas mask here does not want to go back in, or probably broke already. So I'm gonna have to glue that, sadly. But overall, it's like I love this gas mask design. Of course, very kind of like old timey. Has it's basically just like a leather cover, with a respirator, and then with the little air tubes there. But this actually, I think, hooks up to the actual backpack here. I don't know exactly where it goes. I mean, I guess I can check it out in a second, or if that actually goes onto the body. I think that these just attach onto the body, but we'll see that later. But it's nice detailing, and then these are actual kind of like bendy. It's like, but they're not bendy, but they are. Well, are they bendy? I think there is a wire. Because it can, well, it'll go there, but maybe it's at like this end. No, I guess not. But you do have also a little grab kind of piece. Oh, okay, so that's actually like a grab piece, but then that is actually, I think, supposed to come off so you can display it with that. So, yeah, but I think for right now, we'll keep it on there. But yeah, but that you just take off this little clip, and then he's just displayed with it. So we'll see how that goes a little later. But and it's cool. He has the green kind of lenses, and one is kind of cracked there, so that's pretty nice. And it's just nice little detailing. The gold and the little gold on the inside too. You get the lenses as well, so that's really nice that you get all those details kind of coming back all the way here. So really cool. And then also like cool little strap detailings. But with the silver all there, and it all looks like leather. So really done. Yeah, it's really done very well. And then also, alternate head is this black and green, so where it's black on the back, and then of course in the sockets and in the mouth, but it's green in the front. It's like a glow in the dark, I guess, kind of effect. You do it a green socket there, but it's really cool. Yeah, and of course it's yeah, like it's like a whole kind of like new look for him. So if you want to go for like something, I guess, more kind of stylized in your yeah, but in your display or even in yeah, like, or in your toy photography or just to mess around with it. You can, no, yeah, yeah, you get this different, and this is, I think, just like a standard, like a Mezco kind of skull head. I believe this seems very kind of like yeah, what are they called? Yeah, like yeah, the golden, yeah, the black skull kind of guys, yeah, and the suits. So this just looks like just one of those heads, but with the green on the front. But it's really cool, and it looks like neon, but that's what it is. And then, of course, can't have a Mezco without a bunch of hands. So he has it yeah, like a two finger, like a pointer hand, or kind of like a hand. Put our hands right there. Then he has two, and then what's in there next is you have a left, like a wider grip, and then a right, a trigger, like like a right-handed, like a trigger hand there, and then they all are gloved, red glove details, so they look very good. And so I guess these hands will go with our, yeah, but with our death ray kind of blaster, so that'll be for that. So we'll keep that to the side, and then comes with another trigger finger hand. They're kind of like a more, I think, kind of opened. I think that this one, or this one, yeah, well, this one seems to have like a tighter grip, and this one is a little bit looser, a little bit more open. So just a slot, like a slightly different, but then you get also another kind of like a more, I would say, relaxed kind of holding hand. I don't know. Yeah, because that one's like your big one, and this one is your more kind of like yeah, yeah, I would say like holding or casual grabbing hand. So a little weird there to have the same two, but that's what came with the figure. And then that you don't have like a left trigger finger hand, but that's fine. And then you get two regular, kind of more closed grip hands, which will be used for the little grappling hook. I don't want to lose it. You get over there. I know it's not really organized, but yeah, same detailing, some nice stitch work on like the thumbs and the fingers there. So pretty cool. Nice to have. And then, of course, his last set of hands is his all splayed out dynamic hands. I got paint on me, but the nice, yeah, the seam detailing, like, but you can, yeah, but you can see a lot better on here. You just see that all going along the fingers and the thumb on the side of the hands. So they look really good. Look really cool. But now, finally, after kind of holding them back for yeah, for about a half hour, and well, first you get your little, yeah, your silicone gel packet. Do not eat. Don't eat it. Here's our Doc Nock, and he's still kind of like attached to his little thing, but that's because he's packed with his cape, and it's all protected there with that bag. There's that cape, and then we just pull him out. Now he's free. here is our original Doc Nocturnal figure. So this guy looks honestly pretty cool already. Yeah. So I guess first we'll just get to the basics. So first, detailing. Of course, he has this unique skull kind of head. It kind of just looks like a guy, kind of like in a mask, essentially. It's like this is very much kind of classic, but he comes with a hooded cape. So where he got this nice little black hood, and that's attached to the cape, which is a wired one, but with a dark inside. I'm surprised that that's not red like the new one, but I guess I never really noticed. So it kind of brings in like everything. But then on the chest, you have that same kind of like that web kind of design, and then that goes to the front skull, which is actually like a wider yellow compared to like this yellowish one of the head, but it looks still cool. It's a very unique kind of a look there, and I like my weird monster hunter guys. I won't complain. And then with the actual bodysuit, it's kind of like an undersuit there, and that's and this whole piece is basically like a leather texture, even down to the to the little the skirt kind of ends there, but then a nice big buckle, and then some pouches there on the side. Lots of pouches. Can never have too many pouches, and then the belt with even more little hoops there. I assume that's going to be for his grenades, and then a little dangle kind of circle piece. And then also you get your little holster there. So that's really cool. It's very nice. Is that a heart, or is that just like a bone? Is that supposed to be just like a bone piece? It looks like a heart, so something. But then at the underbody suit, like I was saying, this is like just fabric there, and then you get some nice little glove details there, and he comes packed with fists. It has these little gauntlets that are kind of like sewn. That's really cool. And then, of course, the pouch has like that web kind of design going through. And then at the legs, you actually have two little streaks there. To give it a little bit more, I would say, kind of like texture and kind of flavor to the figure, because it's mainly all black. With exception for the belt and the gloves and the holster. So having that on the side actually kind of brings a little bit more to it, and then even goes down to the boot with that same kind of with that same kind of like hashing that's there, but nice leather boot design, and ooh, that's actually really cool. Then you get that same kind of like that skull, with the web even on the little peg feet. So that's cool. King Sporkhouse says, "All snap, is that but Skeletor. This is not Skeletor. This is Doc Nocturnal. Doc Nocturnal. He is from a toy company called Mezco, and this is from but this is their own their custom line called the Rumble Society. So where that's like they're in but they're in universe, kind of like their own verse of stuff. But look at this figure. This guy is like so cool already. It kind of makes me already want the new one that they just released today, which looks honestly like really badass. Let me get this. Because the main thing, like for me, it's like even with the new one, it's like the hood just isn't perfect. I feel like it needs to have a little bit more bag to it, because it just seems like just too round. But that just might be like my nostalgia kind of, because I imagine it like that. But I don't know if that's just because of Skeletor, because the new one that I just got is kind of like that. Where it's like all like surrounded, and I thought it was weird, but it actually looks good. So I kind of like that. All right, I think it's just kind of tucked away on the side of his face a little bit more, so I just gotta kind of push it. But like that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. Just as like a neutral kind of standing. Also, I didn't even bring this up. The bracelet, the little gauntlet on the arm, with his skull logo there, has a little inside, and I guess that is like a communicator. And then, I guess based on what I've seen, I think you can switch it out. I don't know for sure. Maybe you're not. But then I'm trying to think of where this little piece goes. It looks like a little, like a gold kind of watch. I don't know where that goes, but maybe it goes on the arm, but then that's like way too big. I don't know. I'll have to Google it later. Oh, where does that? Okay. Does that go? What? Oh, okay. So based on the instructions, actually, so so you take out this front pouch. I know we're already getting into accessories again, but I think that that's the whole point for us to. I want to give you information, and then that can go right there. So you have a little extra, I guess it's supposed to be, what is it? Pouch noted above is removable and device can be plugged into its place. So it's just a device, just a little nameless device. But, it gives them a little bit more flavor. I think I prefer him out it though, because I think like the watch is like just cool enough. It works enough for me because if he's got this in my mind, he doesn't need any other little gadgets because he's talking to his frog butler, whatever is the lore now. But like that is like a perfect little angle right there for just for a shot right there. It looks so cool. Hello, Cheeseworks, welcome. We're looking at the Mezco Toyz Doc Nocturnal figure. He's really cool. But then I guess we can just already get into articulation. So at the top of the head, you have a whole like a ball joint, and also there at the bottom of the neck. So you get range about that far, not too great forward. Not amazing, but it works. We do get a full rotation there. I mean, the head can just pop off. But then, of course, a skull face, you get an articulated jaw, which can only go about that far. It just bites right down. He has a little bit of a woo. Hello, Ian Reese. Welcome. Ian D. Reese. Hope y'all are enjoying the stream. And if y'all have any questions about this figure or any other figures, just feel free to ask, because I will answer them, or any questions in general. Like, I'll try my darndest if I can to answer them. Why is this hood so weird? That better? That feels better. I think that is better. Okay. Say Ray and S. Reyes. Oh, Ian D. Reyes. Okay. You're good, bro. I appreciate trying to be accurate. But yeah. And then also with the cape as well, is fully wired. You get a segment there. You get I don't think you get any middle, but you do get two sides there. So you can go like all the way out. And he does have like a Batman-ish cape. He's got the little points. But that's not just Batman. That's just like weird guys with powers. So yeah, it looks really cool. And you can get you can tuck it kind of in front. So you get that wind. You get the hood kind of the way you want. I mean, just look at that. Just that alone is like so badass. But we gotta get him all sorted. So I think what we're first gonna do is give him his little ray gun. So we're gonna switch out his fist hand, give him trigger finger, and maybe I should go for the other one because that one is actually tighter. Is a smaller grip, is it? I think it is. So we'll grab our little ray gun. We'll actually put it in the hand first. Just feel it out. Maybe it is that one. Kind of weird. Oh no. Okay. It's definitely this one. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that one goes over there. Then get our gun over there. Oh yeah, and I didn't even go over like articulation for the rest of the body because I'm an idiot, but I'm trying to have fun. So maybe we'll just get him in his pose real quick, and then we'll do articulation in a minute. Get him more that way. I don't know. It's a little. You just gotta keep it. Just working at it. There we go. So it keeps wanting to ride up a bit. And like his jaw doesn't really want to stay open. It's a little awkward, especially if you have to have him look into the side. It's kind of difficult to keep his head kind of open. But that can work, but that's not the most dynamic look, in my opinion. I mean, that is pretty good. It does cut like a silhouette, but it can use some work. So maybe I might just actually order, that new one. Of course, they are a limited stock, so I don't even know if they're even still on the website. They're probably not, but I think that's going to be okay. Yeah. Actually, a really, really cool figure. But we'll go over the rest of articulation now before I forget again. So at the arm, you just have a shoulder hinge. Well, it goes that far, so you get a little. Oh, and you actually get some more red kind of suit detail. So that's actually nice that they added that. It's weird that it's covered up then if you want to add that. But it is on the undersuit, so that's actually pretty cool, and that's for both sides. I don't know if it's like a full line that just goes down the whole body. I assume that's what it is. But that's really cool. And of course, you get rotation. Of course, you can't go all the way far because of the actual fabric of the figure. I don't think you get a butterfly joint, which kind of sucks. Yeah, it's kind of, if you're going to cover it, you might as well just give it a joint there. But, it's all right. It still works. I'm not going to complain too much. You get some rotation there. At the shoulder, of course, you can't do a full thing because of the fabric. That's fine. And then you get a double jointed knee, elbow. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm saying knee. But that goes up about that far, which is pretty good. And then at the hands, of course, you have a rotation, but with these, have your separate hands to the actual joint. So you can do a side to side, and then also do if I can get it, do a up and down hinge on either hand. So it's pretty nice that you have that option to do that. And then as we showed, there's also a little hinge there for the door for the little communicator for the side. And then at the body, there's probably a diaphragm joint somewhere. There might be just a hole, just one at the bottom. There might be a separate piece here, but it's kind of hard to feel. I think there is. Yeah, because you get some rotation there at the bicep. You can tilt back and forth. Crunch forward. It's about that far. Crunch back, and that's like the whole thing. Not too bad. Even crunch all the way isn't bad at all. Then side to side, like we showed, a little bit of twist. Maybe even a little bit at the waist. It's there, but I don't want to really mess with that too much. I'll just use the bicep, the diaphragm. I don't know what I'm saying, but then sorry, but then with the leg, kicks out actually pretty far, like really far, and that same red detailing goes all the way up there. That's actually really cool. And then kick back, not bad at all. Kick out, maybe do the splits. Not really. Don't want to push that fabric anyways. But then you do have a upper thigh cut up there. That's nice. A double jointed knee, which goes up essentially all the way, except for the boot. And then I don't think you get any rotation here at the boot, but I guess that makes sense with the fabric. If you want to continue that, you don't want to kind of snagging. So, but then at the actual shoe part, you can kick back about that far, kick forward about this far, and you don't really have an ankle rocker. You just have really a rotation. Like you might have like a little bit of rocker. It's more of like a, it doesn't really want to move this way. Even on the other one, it's about the same. It's kind of scary, but but you can do a full 360 with it, but nothing really like a swivel. But not too bad. We're gonna get him in a better pose. I'm actually gonna get a little closer to my camera, because it's difficult to do this when you're just slouching. I'm gonna get him going here. Seems like my boot. Oh yeah, then also actually, the cuff can actually rotate on there too, so that's actually kind of nice. Unless that's actually moving the fabric itself as well. Maybe this is no, it's a double jointed. Okay, it just looks weird because it's just bunching up so much there at that part. So you can tell, so you can kind of tell at the age, kind of like how different like the proportions were back then compared to now even. We'll get his cape just a little bit more casual. We can do a little bit more casual kind of Doc Noc with the gun up still and with the cape kind of flowing, but I can get this cape to, I guess it actually kind of loops around that way actually pretty easily. Whoa. And of course the knee gives out pretty easily. Here, I'm going to get this in front of me so y'all can actually see me messing with this, and so I can get this in front of my face. A really cool figure. Pretty cool. He'll probably really just keep the ray gun in his hand, but I will, just for y'all, show that his holster does actually open there. You can put, what am I doing this for? You can, excuse me, I'm just all over the place right now. I'm just having too much fun with this. But it is empty in there, and you can just holster the actual ray gun in his holster. There. That's nice. Because then we can also, if we want, give him, oh, kind of tough to get those hands switched out, but we will give him his, yeah, just his grip hand there. Get it going, because we're going to have him holding. Do we want to hold? We'll do the fun grapple going on here. Okay, I'm trying to get him to work with me. All right, Doc. Here he is with his holding his grapple. At least we're gonna kind of get our little idea going. So we're gonna switch out his hand, get his splayed out hand. What did I just drop? Dropped his pouch. Oh, that actually kind of sucks. Okay, here I'm gonna fight with this figure for a little bit. Try to get all of his pieces so y'all can get a good close-up pose. There's his hand. There's his. Can you see him? You guys can. Well, you're just gonna see his back right now, but I'm gonna try to get him all posed up. I'm gonna actually do this when I'm done. We'll get him in a nice kind of pose there. This cape going a little more. Get him posed up. My wire just came out of the actual thing. So that's crazy. Come on. You just gotta like glue this stuff, man. Ooh. Because the bare blade supports its own weight now, because it can't even go in all the way to where it's supposed to be. I don't know if just through the years or through just wear and tear it does that. Just trying to get it. I think it'll stay, at least for now. We have, oh, I'm going to get him. Can we do that? We're going to do this real quick. He's missing his little piece. There we go. Now we can get him. Oh, wrong camera. And that pose. My dog is barking like crazy. There he is. Looking really cool. Like swinging through the... Yeah, he's just swinging through the town. Looking for monsters, but we're going to take off this because we don't want to mess with it too much. Because it's scary, but it's on there. I'm going to glue this down once I'm done with this figure. Because that is annoying that comes out. But then we can just give him just the regular one. So where I guess you can have him where he's like running. He's like about to grapple. He's like, come on. Go for a thing. I gotta go shoot something. Or he's getting it out, like he's like, okay. Let's get the grapple hook. Let's get away from a monster and start running. That really blows out his face, don't it? He's like in a deep run from a monster. He's like, okay, I gotta get out of here. Then think also do, of course, bigger. Trigger finger hand is right there. Using good old Tommy gun. We'll take that out. This going. Switch over to me. Switch back. Switch over to me again. Because my camera's dumb. And I don't want it to show that camera angle too much. We'll show y'all me. Because we've done that before. Honestly, just this goes pretty hard. This figure already looks amazing. And I think the Tommy gun actually does help. Gives them a little bit more to work with and more to do. I think we will also switch out this tube hand. So he actually looks pretty cool. We'll do that. He's like, come on. He's kind of like, come near me and I'm just going to blast you. Or something like that. I don't know for sure, but this guy looks sick. In any case. I like it in some way. Look at that. Yeah, like, just like that. Like, he's like, don't you dare. Like, I literally have a machine gun. I do not care. I will shoot you, monster or not. So, yeah, we're really cool. Pretty awesome, fun figure. I think we can go ahead also have fun with the head swap. With the green head, I will say is actually kind of cool. It's a little dirty. You kind of expect that from a used figure, but no. It's been in a bag. It's probably taken some falls. Because it is actually a really cool head. Yeah, it definitely gives the Skeletor vibes, and of course my camera is blowing out from it, but there we go. I don't shake it. But look at that. Yeah, like just that by itself is actually really cool. Please. I'm blowing out the camera. I know I'm shaky. I know. There he is. Looking really cool. Looking awesome. So yeah, that's actually a nice head swap there. Even out the hood, get him. Where he's like kind of going crazy, like, okay, see you around, pal, or something like that. Like that's just like a, hey, idiot, I got a gun. Or he's just like, see you later. And it's like a full straight up. Yo. Just like that, kind of more casual. Still intimidating, but looking cool. Looking kind of funny, but I do like it. Hey, do you have any Godzilla stuff? I do. I have a whole shelf of Godzilla stuff at the very top of this shelf. But probably can't bring, if you want to see anything, I can try to grab something while I mess with this. If you prefer, I don't mind at all. We're going to do, okay. So with the full setup, with getting his little gas mask and def ray functions on, as the instructions show, we take off the head. I'm gonna take off his gun here. We do actually take off cape. Oh, okay. Is it not attached? Okay, so the hood is actually attached to the overbody. Then the cape is just by itself. That'd actually be a nice Batman cape. Now that I'm thinking about it. But we're not going to do that to Batman. But we're going to go ahead, get his head into this gas mask. He's here. We're just going to this off completely. I don't want to fiddle with it. There we go. That the head actually went in like really easily in there. So that's that whole head. So then we're gonna think we'll first want to put on. Do we want to put on the actual suit? Yeah. So we're gonna put on the actual pack going on here. Put the head right there for now. So now we're gonna get the actual pack out there, pack onto the body. Take off our hands as well. Prepare. Can we see some SH monster arts? Yeah, I can show you some monster arts. I'm just first going to get them all packed up, and then we're going to show off some Godzilla. I'm happy to. There we go. He's got his thing. He's got his head. There we go. And before I reveal, I will comply to that dino guy who says he wants to see some SH monster arts. Do got a few, but I'm going to grab my favorite of the bunch of just the SH figure arts line as a whole, which, may or may not be being overturned by Haya. But this is the SH Monster Arts GMK Godzilla, which is still a very beautiful figure. Nearly perfect, honestly. It's just more, I would say, kind of like monstrous. This is a little bit more stylized. It's not 100% accurate, I think, to the movie. But, kind kind of like, it feels like a more kind of like like a realistic take, even though it is actually still like fairly accurate. Besides like the head, really. Besides like the head would really be like my one thing, but the whole figure as a whole is good. The whole figure as a whole, the entire figure is done great. It's perfect. Painted very well. Really cool. Great sculpt. Great articulation. Just badass. Oh, unless I knock over my camera. Oh my god. Excuse me. We're gonna stumble on. I keep hitting that part. I gotta find a way to take this off and make sure this all works. Oh, I hate this. Why is this like this? Okay. Excuse me. Oh my god. Abdul's just gonna go over here. He won't go back on the shelf for now. He's a nuisance. Now we're gonna get back finishing off our Doc Nock right here. Even though he is missing a hose there, so I gotta glue that back on. Sadly, we're gonna give him his trigger finger hand. See if this is the one that goes. It does. We're gonna get this turned the right way. Get his hand in there. Okay. This is kind of crazy. Okay, so that goes there. Effect piece goes here, and he needs another grip hand. Probably do. Is it this one? Or is it? I guess it would be like one of these ones. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So this one I think actually is a grip hand. It's just like a loose kind of grip. So we'll use that hand to see if it will work for this. I think it will. It's just about trying to line up everything. Maybe it doesn't. They can do that very well. Can do that. Of course, the hands don't want to comply too much. And now, where do these go? That fits over the glow-in-the-dark mask. Oh, head. But then where does it plug into? Okay, but those are still actually attached anyways. Well, where would that just go to? Do they just... Like, I assume that they just loosely go on there. But I guess I'll actually change out the head real quick. Since I did put in the actually wrong head. Oh, well, now I just dropped the figure. Okay. Glow in the dark head is now going in here. Ugh. I can at least show you that. I'm such a good content creator. Actually, that's kind of cooler. Actually, yeah, oh, okay. Is that why that's like that? It's supposed to be kind of like a glow effect even on the inside. I don't know if you can even... Can you actually see the head? I think you can actually see the head on the inside. I'm pretty sure. Look at that. Yeah, you can actually see the skull. That's really cool, and it looks like it's glowing. in there too. So I think that's the whole point. That's actually, yeah, that's actually kind of badass. Yeah, that's really cool. But we're gonna, do we need to switch? I think I need to switch hands. Where's my trigger finger hand? That's a grip. That's a fist. Trigger finger. This worked better in this scenario. That's actually not bad. So we'll try that out. Oh, that does feel better. Yeah, we're going to switch out the hands on this. Getting his plasma gun. Well, his plasma ray gun. Going. Tube. Moved to there. Oh yeah, and he does actually do need to buckle his actual harness. That might be why he looks so kind of boring, if I'll be honest. Because I'm not doing my thing. Okay, so there's his buckle there. Buckle's right there. His other side is just right there. See how we can get this. Hope it is not too hard. Well, we're going to get him off screen here. You guys are actually going to. You can watch me struggle a little bit. Because here he is. Here's his buckle. If I can get it, I'm going to get really close probably. It's going to be this damn hood. It's going to be his hoodie that's probably going to be in the way the most. And just the actual pack itself. And I totally forgot about that part too, where I'm like, oh yeah, I have to put on the pack fully. Instead of just jumping into it. Because these figures actually take a little bit of time if you want to have your variety. Especially with accessories that actually work very well together. Oh, come on. I can see it. Come on, the buckle just gotta go in. Like right there. Oh, come on. Like right there. This stupid buckle. Always these little buckles. I mean, it's very nice when you can get it to work. There we go. Oh, yeah. Belt can come up. This belt fixes itself. Oh, yeah. This is our guy. We're gonna get that. Where's his gun? I don't even know where I put his gun at. Did I put his gun somewhere or did it fall? No, it's just attached to him. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I know. I'm goofing around. I'm having fun. I'm living life. Bro. I need more distinct trigger finger hands. Just gotta like battle with it. Okay. Unless this is. It's not. I'm just gonna do a full-on grip hand for this guy. Because he's not holding it. What I want to do is a full grip. He's got just like a full one there. That could work. Or do I prefer We're holding. I think I prefer them. I think I prefer them with the holding. Okay, let's try it. Ugh. Do with a big, yeah, just your C holding hand. If the joint doesn't want to just pop off immediately, that would be nice. Okay, let's do this. It just wants to pop right off of the joint. Doesn't want to stay on. Not for 1 second. Move you. Get this joint. Right position now. This stupid thing right out of the way. Okay. Now just work. Go in the hand. Oh. You know what? This is going to have to work. Okay. Here we go. Switch. Switch. Switch number 4. There we go. All his little plasma gear. Probably not. Yeah, this probably isn't the most dynamic or best looking pose, but it's what I can get right now. I'm just kind of happy about that. If that kind of works, but he's still, it's like, it's just kind of, it's just weird. But maybe if I do, even if, can I get the hood on with it? I can kind of get it, but I don't think I really recommend it. I'm just trying to get him to just hold it. Just hold it correctly. Pull your trigger. Put your hand on your trigger, please. Don't have any trigger discipline. I'm just trying to get it. Just doesn't want to do it. Maybe if I go at that angle. I guess that this is like his side. But that's pretty cool. That's not bad. Don't know where to put these tubes at. I'm just putting them like over there, I guess. I don't know if they go on the gun. I don't really see anything, and there's no like instructions unless they just like wrap around it, but mine's broken, so that kind of sucks. I think it would, yeah, just wrap around maybe then at the bottom if it had the second tube piece, because that's why it has, I think, that little grab part there for the ends. But then you don't have any little ports for them, though, on the belt, so I'm not sure. But you know, still a really cool little design and a cool little departure from the basic look. So it looks great. Oh, and I also forgot, he originally also came with a pair of goggles. Here, let me get them back to normal, because I like my classic Doc Noc, if you ask me. There we go. And thankfully, it's not too hard to get all this stuff off. I mean, you already get the head off pretty easily. And then, of course, you just can get the pack and the effect piece off of the body pretty easily. So, there you go. All right there. I know this isn't very nicely organized, but you know. But then also with the cape off, that gives us our chance to kind of get all his accessories on him if we can. So main thing is really, I would say like these little loops in the back that I assume are for the grenades that he would carry with him. So that's nice. Then you do have a little circle there. I don't know if that is for, that's for this guy. That's my only guess. Really? But that doesn't fit unless it's like that, but that doesn't work. So I don't know for sure what goes there, but maybe something goes on a loop or nothing goes on that loop. I got no idea, but it's nice to have your little grenades back there. So that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, then have like the different pouch to have the different little piece. I don't even know where that went. Oh, there it is. So where, yeah, so where you can switch this little thing out for that pouch. So that's nice that you can do that. His hands all weird. So yeah, it's nice to have little different looks like that and to put some equipment on them. But I think we'll go ahead, get his basic form up. I mean, it's like, of course, it's like, yeah, but I would say it's like you only put the grenades on if you're not gonna play with him anymore, because they do just pop out. Because you know you're grabbing the figure, you grab it from the back, so it does that. So later. But yeah, we're gonna put his cape back on. Pull the hood through. Line up the cape. There you go. We got Doc Nock. Actually, good. Oh, as a new. His jaw's a little effed up, but there we go. Perfect. Good old Doc Nock. Doctor Nocturnal. Pretty good. Oh yeah, and then last thing I keep forgetting to mention is that he actually did come with a pair of goggles, but yeah, but they did not come. Yeah, but with this Doc Nock, because it was used. So yeah, so the ones that I have are from the Pink Skull, yeah, the Chaos Club. Their little band and stuff, but yeah, but the lenses were not, yeah, this yellowish kind of gold. With Doc Nock, it was a more green kind of color, but I think they are just the same exact. So I might be able to just do like a marker with this, so I might be able to, you know, change it up. But just the goggles, just by themselves, look okay. They don't look great for Doc. I mean, like that's okay, but it's like I don't know. It's just kind of awkward. So, and he's wearing like a mask anyway, so I'm like, well, unless you want him, I guess, like that. So I guess that's mainly how they're gonna look. Because that's not too bad. Even if you put the hood up on top of that, like it kind of stops it. You even have this right there. Yeah. So you can do something like that. So that's pretty cool. And a little lower if we want. Like that. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty cool. We'll give him a different hand though. Make him a little bit more kind of cooler looking. Do we want to do just a straight fist? Because I kind of want him to hold a weapon. Maybe I'll do him. Yeah, I'll do him. Grip hand. With the grappling hook. That going there. this hand on here. He was like, okay, it's like, I'm prepared. I got my goggles. I'm good to go this specific, yeah, for this monster hunt. Because I got to use my grappling hook and my goggles. So that's pretty cool. But maybe it's like, but maybe at some point I'll actually make these green. I'm pretty sure you can do that, yeah, with like paint and stuff. So that might actually work pretty well. So we'll see. The future will tell. But there's our Doc Nocturnal, looking pretty good, honestly. He kind of meets, like my, like my expectations. A very unique design. We're gonna switch out hands again, but with a cool kind of like a gimmick really going on, that he's a monster, but he hunts other monsters, so that's really cool. And the fact that they're actually doing a redo of it, where he's a little bit, where it's kind of like, it seems like he's a little bit more, kind of like geared up. It seems a little bit more like it's a more of a, it feels definitely, like a, what's the word, like a more, like a real, like anistic take of the figure. Why can't I get you to work now? Maybe just like that. Is that too much? I don't know. I don't know how I just had them, but I lost it somehow. Because I want that kind of covering you. There we go. That feels a little better. Yeah. It's like that shoulder needs to come up a little more. The cape needs to come up more to make that shoulder look broader. There we go. There he is. Our Doc Nocturnal. Yeah, but but handling, but this figure kind of makes me want to get the new one. But also at the same time, I'm like, I kind of love this more basic kind of cartoonish design. Even though, that new one looks like it's like swimming with detail, literally. Like, it is just like crazy. But I do like this kind of classic, kind of cartoonish, kind of old style, because that's, I think, like the style that they're really going for. I think that kind of works with this guy more, but with their new one, seems like it's, like it's kind of like a modern kind of remake. Like I saw that online. That like just someone's, but their headcanon of the new one is that's someone who took up the mantle after they found this originals kind of hideout. So it's pretty cool. And then we can just get him, I guess. Well, also we'll get him on his little stand here. That's nice that you actually get a full-on stand for him. If only I could actually stand him like a normal human being. There. I think that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. It actually looks pretty cool there. We will put some of his accessories away, because I think we'll just keep them like this mainly for most of the day. So we will be utilizing mostly the bag, actually. So a little bonus, being able to use your bag. We got all of our accessories here. Get that in there. This guy. all these little guys here. Get these hands. Get those. Get that. This tubing that's broken. The tiny bits. The machine gun is honestly kind of one of my surprise favorites. Grappling hook. Goes packed up. And now we do the hands all last. Just to top it off. And then we're probably not going to use the stand, so that can just go somewhere else. But with just the accessories, excluding the arm of the stand, a little pack looks like this. So, very nice. And if you prefer it, I guess, like that, or more of like flat and kind of splayed out, I guess you can do that. But I always prefer my bags just kind of like that. Where it works, it used up its space, a little protecting, and you have a little Doc Noc. So that's really cool. We'll just put his thing over there, because now, for the second part of the stream, our little mini part is the Doc Nocturnal, the Van Helsing, the weapon Kamer kind of pack weapon, like eradication of the armament to be employed against the legions of the undervested by the Helsing and imbued with ancient magic. Used with extreme caution. I don't know what that said, but it's like it's Van Helsing, it's vampire killing stuff, and has an awesome box art. Yeah, with but with Doc Nocturnal with the cross and the eyes and the no mouth, and then the wooden stake of the cross, and then you get that spider kind of web effect going on, and that's even on the back here. So pretty cool when you get your web here, and then you get your little fabric actually of the actual cloak there at the bottom, and it's the Van Helsing of the weapon Kamer. But really cool. And then you can see the cape and the web on each side. We're going to go ahead and get this open, and I have opened this one before, to be honest, as a picture opportunity. I was like, well, this was the only and also to mention that this was the only the Doc Noc stuff I've had for like what feels like years. So yeah, so finally getting this one is very nice. But here's the little set going on here for Doc. And missing a couple of sticks in my set just because of, circumstances, because I'm using them for other figures, mainly. We're just gonna... Probably shouldn't have done that, but I did it anyway. We're gonna get his tray out of here. So first thing, of course, back there, he's got a alternate head that's a fully covered mask with a cross on the front and with red eyes, and has like tubing, all this cool little detailing. That's awesome. It probably fits perfectly for that. I mean, look at that. With the hood. Like, that guy is like scary. This guy you do not mess with. This is like dark times. But then we can also do, we can change out his grappling hook. That in frame. Get Doc's head in frame. We'll do this up. I think we're also going to move that too. You only need just so much, but we'll do that. So yeah, maybe we'll do it like that. Yeah, you can see all that cool detailing, because now we'll also give him one of his wooden stakes that had a skull on it. It looks more, or yeah, it is kind of more styled, yeah, like yeah, like a metal stake. But I think the context is still that it is wooden. The fact that it is a brown kind of thing, so you can see it just works perfectly for it. And he has the whole skull, like yeah, the whole like the skull on each side, which works with his whole thing, you know, because he's a skull guy. He's got a skeleton, everything essentially. And then also comes with, if I can get him stand, he also comes with holdable, like yeah, like a shooter essentially. What do they? I think they have a name for it on here. Do they not? I don't think they do. But he has a little, yeah, like a crossbow. I mean, that's the word I was looking for. He has a little crossbow. Yeah, with a little grip there. Has little, you know, like silver kind of arrows there. Very nice. And we're gonna. Do I have? Where's his bag? His bag is right in front of me. So we are gonna give him a grip in hand on the right side. I do believe I'm right, and I think I am. Yeah, give him that hand. There we go. Might not be perfect, but as close as we'll get right now. Switch out this hand. A little scary. Switch out with this. Probably scarier, technically. Get him going on here. Hop in. Okay. Well, don't hit my camera. There he is. Man, maybe you shouldn't have that hand. Get your trigger finger. Where's your trigger finger? There they are. I go for that smaller one. Whoa. Come on. There we go. We'll get Doc back to y'all real quick. Just so you're looking at something, not just listening to me struggle trying to get accessories. Doc, you gotta do something. Yeah. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Yeah, that's a way better grip. Or not, I guess. Because the regular grip doesn't want to work with me. We're going to try to make this work. Full on. Oh, here, I'm going to, well, no, I'll keep them. We'll do it like that, yeah. I am starving now. I'm gonna make some food after this. Look at that. His head just a little bit tilted. It does kind of work, but I think it's better like that. I mean, that's really cool. Kind of darker, and it's all about a vampire. So he's like, okay, we're all out. I got a whole kit for this. Yeah, really cool. And then he also does have switch out with his tighter grip hand again. He does have two little knives. Here, he's got two of these guys. I think they can fit in the tight grip hand. They can. Got that little cadaver there. Still looks pretty cool. There goes the whole figure. I swear to God. I'm just on something tonight. And then he does have a little, like an extra belt that goes around his body, I presume. Or might go like along his body. Maybe that seems more accurate. I'm gonna move his cape out of the way. Oh no, okay. So it is the other way. Okay. Excuse me while I struggle with another buckle. Guess that works. Not entirely sure. Oh wait, no, it had to be on that way. Okay. Good thing it doesn't have too much of a buckle. Sorry, I'm trying to get this working. The heck? Okay. Oh. But I hope y'all are enjoying the stream. Not really seeing a lot of chatter. There's just some, but nothing too much. What was that? So there's his little belt. I put it on that side. I don't know if that's actually accurate. I think I actually did put it on backwards still, but rotate that. Be right. So there it is. Little strap so you can put, I don't know where his other one went. It went to the floor. But you can put his little stakes in there. That's kind of cool to have that. I like that. One's kind of covering you. And then with the knife, you do have a little reconnecting. It's back now. And I think you can just put that right there, is my assumption. That's the only other place where anything can actually go in. There that goes. Ugh. Get this back over there. So it would be the one place. Now that goes. But he only has one sheath. But he has two knives, so. So I don't know if the implication is that you should have him holding maybe one knife and one thing, but then you have the little crossbow, so I don't know. But there he is. We'll give him one thing. Gonna get them all ducked out here. I mean, look at that. I mean, like, just having that is like, that gives him so much more like personality. He might be like just normal like that now. I don't know if I want to keep him like that forever, but we're gonna see. I don't think with the knife, maybe that'll change, but yeah, we're gonna get him a right hand that might work. Probably the best one, but also kind of the worst one. Just trying to get it to fit the thing. There. Okay. Is that all right? I think that's okay. All right. All right. All right. There's your hand. There's your guide. Maybe just have him hold it like that, or also at his side there too. Like that's like the one that he kind of hides away, or even just where he's ready to shoot at some vampires, hunting down some vampires. Looking really cool, all decked out. I love this little set. This set works so well for him. Might even get him switched up like that. I might take out the knife just because I don't really want to deal with that piece. The pouch by itself just works. I don't need something too complicated. I mean, this is a pretty good setup here, and you can even get, I think, you want to try his grappling hook up on here. Let me try. To kind of grab it with my finger, but still. No, it's not really meant to go that way, but you know, a guy can try. Because I want to store this somewhere. Or even just do, I don't know, just do a full display. Does that look cool? That's kind of cool. I really like just the two. So maybe we'll have him holding his grappling hook instead. There goes the pouch. Like you have his little gadgets and just like little weapons. I mean, look at that. I have to get him a little bit more menacing. Our best to make him look bigger than he is, look a little bit more intimidating. I mean, That's pretty good. I know probably at that angle it doesn't look that impressive, but we'll just have him hide it a little bit more, I think. Just like that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna place him down. Do the opposite, maybe? I just like that. We have him more. That? I don't know. I'm just experimenting, but well, maybe like that's not bad. How about like that? Here, I'm gonna get this done back here. I can actually look at what I'm doing and why it looks wrong. Because that's not too bad. Him like just standing there. I do like that kind of. So maybe we'll just stick with that for right now. I think we just might get that good. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just keep him just like this. We're gonna actually peg him on his display. On his little stand here, if he wants to stay on it, of course. All right. Got him in some variety. But look at that. Our Doc Nocturnal. Our version 1. Doc Noc. I mean, look at that. Just him just by himself. Kind of covering off if we want to. Like, look at that. Hey, Chris. Welcome, bro. Got our Doc Noc here. Looking pretty sick. We just did our then Helsing, like our add-on. So we added those to him. And he's looking pretty sick. And this one is just the original version. Yeah, and not the new one. Let me put his pouch back on. I just realized that that's off again. Get you going. All right. Looks sick. He is sick. I mean, look at that. Can't compete with a monster hunter. Oh, so cool. All right. But I think now, we'll keep this over here. We'll get his, I think we're going to get all of his accessories in this bag, including our little added pieces. Because, you know, why not? My toys. It's all here now, so just more stuff to put together. I'm gonna do a little bag back here. Little Doc Noc. Shout out to Doug on Instagram for selling this to me. A year ago. I've had this whole figure for about a year. And yeah, now I'm getting around to opening it, which is insane. But yeah, I think we're now gonna get into our comparisons. So first we're gonna do a few comparisons of just like kind of just regular kind of like basic comparisons, and then also a little more uniquer kind of figures that might work with his kind of shtick, but then we'll get into monsters, and then we'll get into actual Mezco versus Rumble Society. So yeah, Angular Studios, welcome. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. I think you can, but I'm facing away from my camera, but I have my mic on me still, which I'm not used to. But y'all can hear me, which I hope so. We'll do our first couple of comparisons. These ones are kind of out there, just kind of like, just because I want to. But first one is the Masters of the Universe, what I'm calling the 20 for 20. The new for 20. The Skeletor figure. So, pretty cool. It's like, of course, it's a very different design, but because of the glow in the dark head, I think it definitely kind of works. And it has that same kind of hooded, kind of skull head design. So, kind of weird to always see that kind of aspect kind of return so easily. But they look pretty cool together. And then other one, a little bit more unique, is the Mask of the Red Death from Four Horsemen Studios, which I'm in love with. I haven't taken any pictures of it, but I think it's like amazing. One of like their best figures, and I like that they use like the cloth. It looks cool, at least to me. I get the whole vibes from it. And they kind of work. I think that this guy's a little bit more kind of like older and kind of more mystical, but I think like the style kind of works there in some way. So this would be like, oh, cool, kind of like, okay, it's like, well, what if he met the rat? But also the fact that that this one also had a Mask of the Red Death version, so where the whole clothing was all switched, so all the black parts were red and all the red parts were black. And he had a bigger, and he had a different kind of like style, kind of like skull kind of colors, some variant kind of like head colors, and like I think like one kind of unique accessory. I can't remember, but he had like mostly the same kind of accessories with this basic one. But then you have the other versions, so very different versions of your Mask of the Red Death, essentially. Get him back on here if I can do it. Oh, camera vision is not the best, especially for me, but there we go. And our second round of comparisons is going to be with more kind of basic kind of people figures. So here is this is the Diamond Select Toys Westworld Anthony Hopkins, but I use him as my Larry Talbot, I think it is, who is the father of the Wolfman, and he uses the cane to beat him. So I did that. So kind of like, I would say kind of like maybe same time period. Maybe this is like a little bit later, a little bit more kind of like mad science kind of. I would think kind of like this is more kind of like your, maybe it is like your Wolfman kind of stuff, but that's more magic, and this is more kind of like weird technology creatures. But I don't know, it's kind of timeline wise, but with regular people, he looks good, and he kind of scales pretty well. He's kind of short for like before a Monster Hunter, but I kind of like my short kings, if I'll be honest. I like the variety in height, but they're different people. And then you have the Diamond Select, the Westworld. I forget her name, but she's just a female, kind of tall, but she is on heels. Is she? No, they're like shoes. Yeah, they have a little bit of heel, but not too much. She is kind of tall, but she's probably like technically 7-inch anyways too. So he's more true 6-inch because it's 112 collective. And then also do with another human, but a little bit more into like the more the monster type kind of universe. Here's our Doc Brown, who I use as my doctor, like my Frankenstein, essentially. I know that's kind of weird, but it's like I've never seen but Back to the Future, and I just wanted to get like a Frankenstein picture, and I was like, well, here's a scientist with goggles. I know it's Doc Brown, but it kind of works. It works kind of perfectly. Chris says, I gotta go. I'll catch you later, dude. I'll see you later, Chris. Thank you for hanging out on the stream for a bit. Appreciate it, bro. But I hope that y'all who are watching are enjoying my little ramblings. But this, I can't believe it's already, what time is it? Is it already 8:30? 8:42, that's crazy. So we're going to get going, I think, a little quicker. I think I got to go a little quicker with my comparisons because I got a lot to get through. We'll do with our NECA, the Bela Lugosi, of course, 7-inch, so kind of big, but I think we can make it work if we want to do a fight with those two. And then have the NECA Wolfman, of course, pretty tall, but actually might work for Doc. And then you have the Creature of the Black Lagoon, who is humongous, but honestly, that would actually work for picture 2. But this guy's like 8 inches tall. That's insane. And then you got the Frankenstein monster who just towers, but that's like perfect for Doc. He's like, yeah, I can take that down. Like, it's just a Frankenstein's monster. Who cares? And then getting into, actually getting with the biggest guy is the werewolf from London Werewolf. Now this guy is a big guy, but he works with any scale. He works perfectly here with Doc. I mean, you just gotta. It's so cool. Such an awesome figure. Like, look at that. This thing is insane. Doc can take that down. But then I think just for fun, just because we have one down here now, I'm going to grab my GMK Godzilla. If you want to do like some weird stuff, I don't know. I'm just having fun. But look at that. That's so cool. And then going back to Universal Monsters, but going with a different toy line, here is the Jada Toys Invisible Man. Kind of actually true 6-inch as well, so they actually scale like perfectly well. Like, they're actually a good size. I think that these two work. Then you even have their Wolfman there, which kind of work, I think, in style. I think that the Jada Toys, the Wolfman, is a little bit kind of more cartoonish, so I think it actually works with Doc pretty well. So that's nice. A lot of wolf kind of monsters to get through. So that's really cool. We're going to have them right there. Then going with another monster hunter. Well, specifically a vampire hunter. And one that actually has the same stakes is the Blade. Yeah, the Mezco Blade figure, who I've had display like this for years and is a badass figure. And this is like even older than this one. So it's kind of cool to have those same dynamics. And these two, it's like, yeah, they could work out. Yeah, but they would be a cool duo or something. Yeah, it's kind of like he meets Blade or something, and so he kind of gets more knowledge about about how to kill vampires. He just puts his own thing, so he has like his little skulls on there. He has his little bolt kind of shooter thing. So it's pretty cool. And then going back to more of the fantasy kind of creatures, but we have the Mythic Legions, the Headless Horseman figure. This one is the more regular release. This was not the first kind of exclusive where I think everything was like all like black and like green or something, but this is more colorful with the purples and the oranges. But I think that they would work together, and he even has that little green kind of glow. So if you have the alternate head, that could work pretty well. But yeah, kind of like of that same time period, I would say. It's like this is like just a bit sooner. This is a bit later. What am I doing, Doc? You stay over there. Then, even just right before we get into into Mezco territory, I do want to do kind of one kind of Mezco adjacent that I kind of count in my Mezco verse, which is Odious from Unparalleled the Universe. And I think that these two would actually be a pretty fun duo. It's like, of course, this is kind of like years later down the line. Yeah, like when Odious is around, because he's more kind of like modern day. But you could do like an ancestor, so you take off all the clothes or something. So it's like so it's like a wear squatch or something. Like, yeah, that would be cool. So that's an idea. And then getting into Mezco, where we're going to start keeping figures. First up is the Kong, as well, because I thought, but they use this body, before the Mosquatch, and Doc has definitely fought some based on the pictures and based on some stories. So they work kind of perfectly. It's just a giant monkey against a little skeleton guy. So it works. We'll sit back there. And then getting fully into Mezco. Of course, you can't have Monster Hunter without a vampire. So we got the Nosferatu, the second release, out the coffin and with the darker colors. But it kind of works. It's all it all has like a theme of like black and reds, weird skin tones. And we'll get, who's this? Theodore Sodcutter, I think his name is. It's like the weird, creepy guy who's who is like a gravedigger, I assume. He's a very weird, lanky kind of man. And I would see these in the same kind of world, like weird creatures. So, it's really cool. Hopefully he'll stay standing, because that's his main flaw. That he's so tall, he's so lanky, but he's so like top heavy. Like you need to get him back. Then sticking with the more weird but kind of classic kind of monster types, we got Vex. I know his name is Vex something or something Vex. It's not it's not Theodore Vex. It's not Theodore, because that's Sodcutter. Bartholomew Vex, that's what I had to get through. It's Bartholomew Vex. With Doc Nock, I know he's more of a villain of of our witch doctor that we're gonna be showing here in a minute. But I think he kind of works with Doc Nock as well, and also his little slug buddy. You gotta have like these little weird guys, so why not have them with Doc as well? Do that. There's Doc with all those weird creatures he has to fight. And then getting over well, actually, speaking of Bartholomew's Vex kind of opponents, we do have, now I can't remember his name either. Oh, Atticus Doom. How could I forget? Atticus Doom, another skull-headed guy, but this guy is actually skull-headed. I mean, yeah, just look at him. Fully is, like just his actual head. So a little bit more stylized. I would say kind of like a slightly different time period. I think that this is a future. This is still like past. You know, I think he works very well. It's definitely like a different kind of, yeah, kind of like monster hunter, kind of witch doctor magic, and then actual costume user, but with a little magic. But this guy's like full on like Cthulhu magic, so that's crazy. And then going just fully off to the weird is cousin, but Eddie from the Mezco, the Christmas calendar, where this is with the classic Red Skull head. Just kind of weird, but it is a Rumble Society, so it's in the universe. So these are all in the same universe, but just, different time periods. But then you have one of your pink skulls, and you can see the other two back there. Get them looking. Oh, at my camera. Definitely different, completely different time periods. I've never seen each other. No way. But Gomez does do like time travel. So I'm surprised that we haven't seen a lot of Gomez with these guys. Because I feel like that's kind of like how you connect these. But I do like their little, like their movies or kind of like scenes that they do for all their characters now. Like, it's really cool to get that different of perspective on it. Why does everything fall? Yes, please focus. Not freak out. Just don't want it to. Yeah, I need it to stop. Yeah, but then there's also our two other pink skulls. Sorry, the camera. Eddie, get to scoop in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, but Doc is surrounded by a whole other universe of them. And Atticus is like dealing with like full on like universal ending stuff. Atticus, come on. Just work, man. Work, bro. Oh, okay. Well, Atticus isn't gonna get his cane. He's just gonna be by himself because he wants to be dumb. And then one of our good guys of Rebel Society, well, like our full-on good guys. Well, Atticus is a good guy. What am I talking about? But then we have part of. I don't know if they've ever been. If this is not working, I don't know why this isn't working. Swear, please. Stay. It doesn't want to stay. Why does nothing want to work whenever I turn on the camera? Everything's fine when I don't mess with it or touch it. I just leave it. But there is our. I can't remember his name either. It's like Death something. Yeah, like Death Striker. Something like that. Wish this would kind of stay. I don't know why it just won't fix on it. I know it's all dark. Okay. That's just being stupid. Focus on the light thing. Thank you. Okay. And then, of course, our last comparison. Yeah, yeah, like Def something, whatever it is. The snake-headed guy. It is cool. A very different, yeah, kind of like tactical kind of gear, but I think it works. Atticus, you are not making a good face of yourself right now. You are looking very, very, very poor as a figure. But you're one of my favorites. That's what's upsetting me right now. Bartholomew, and then they take out everyone. Okay. Oh. Mr. Vex. Just stay. Everyone just has to stay. We're gonna do this. They're gonna stay there. Our boy gonna be right here in the middle. And then lastly is Gomez. We gotta have our Gomez. We're gonna move him away. Get them as a close up. And they, yeah, and of course, like, they don't match. I mean, it's like yeah, just by the shoes is like, yeah, this is a totally different time period kind of guy, because this guy is from the future. He's a bug guy. But yeah, we'll just do, I think we're gonna, yeah, we'll just do this. Well, we're gonna put Doc Nock right there at the front, because, you know, this is his show tonight. Gonna get Gomez in there because he's Gomez. Everyone in there, and I think I want to get anyone else in there. I could get Odious in there too. I wanted to, but might not be able. He doesn't want to stand either. I mean, that's not too bad. I'm not going to move him any more than that. And then, do we want to get one more? We could get... why not? Get Blade in there. It's Blade. Sorry. From Deadpool and Wolverine. And the Blade movies. Maybe. And maybe one more. If Marvel ever choose to do it, we're not gonna... Okay, we're gonna have him at a... Yeah, at a side profile too. Because it's all about Atticus right now. No, not about Atticus. It's about Doc Nocturnal. I keep forgetting his name. But yeah, really cool figure. Awesome kind of Mezco verse is growing even more. This old figure is actually pretty great. It makes me debate on if I want to get the new one or not. I don't know if it's still available as of this recording time, but if so, maybe I'll get another peek. I'll see, but I don't know. Not sure entirely. So just up to what happens. And if I don't, I don't. If I do, if I do. So yeah. So hope you all have enjoyed the stream. So I don't know what else to say. I am hungry. I'm ready to eat some food and go to bed. So, but y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining me. Be good. Be cool. Do you. See ya.